Let's go to Bucks -4.5 as we look at the Bucks in an interesting spot where they continue to kind of gain momentum. They've been really kind of gaining steam. Take it on the Los Angeles Clippers, who are on a back-to-back after a thrilling win versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Road back-to-back for the Clippers. Consensus line on this one is 4.5 right now. Total in the market at 229. What do you think about the Bucks? Why do you like the Bucks in this one versus the Clippers?
Well, they're on a back-to-back. Like, as you said, it's their third game in 4 nights. It's also their fourth game in 6 nights. They've been playing a lot lately. They have been struggling as well. Let's start with the Clippers part, right? The Clippers have been struggling, 2 straight wins, but before that, lost 7 of their last 8. They went down to the wire tonight in Minnesota, and it took Kawhi 38 minutes, and Paul George and James Harden each put in 34 minutes. But, Paul George missed a couple games ago. I think we could see him or Kawhi rest in this back-to-back. Even if they don't, though, I just like this for the Bucks, who have looked a lot different lately. They looked a lot better. When Doc came in, they immediately proved their defense at the expense of the offense, right? But now both are kind of good. Both are a lot better now. Now they've played not the best competition in that time, but in the last 5 games, they've won 5 straight, but they're second in offense, third in defense. They're also second in spread differential over on cleaning the glass for the last 2 weeks, whereas the Clippers are 27th in spread differential. I just think these are 2 teams kind of in opposite directions. Now, normally I'd be worried about, these are 2 teams in opposite directions. Maybe I'm buying high on the Bucks. But because of this terrible rest spot, I just don't think that's the case. I think we could easily see the Clippers just phone this one in. The one thing I will say, though, is that Giannis, who has been on the injury report lately, is on it again, but for a different injury. So yeah. I'm not sure if that's like, I'm curious your thought on this because you're a little more locked into kind of, these injury things, but he was resting or kind of, on the report for knee tendonitis. Now it's like an Achilles soreness, something a little different. I'm not sure that it's just going to be the obligatory IR and then he plays. So maybe wait out for that. I mean, I'm curious your thoughts on that portion of it.
You should wait. You should absolutely wait. Achilles soreness is not something you can mess with for obvious reasons, and teams tend to be very cautious when it comes to that. Now, some guys have it and they just have to play through it because it's just like something that they're kind of managing. But I would say that given his importance, obviously, it's not something that you really want to mess with. This is a non-con game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much the Bucks are like, we got to get the 2 seed because you're not catching the 1 at this point. So if you're not catching the 1, 2 versus 3 probably doesn't matter, and they're not getting caught for the 3. So they're in a position here where the Cavs can start to manage this a little bit. Chris Middleton's out for this game, by the way, which is another reason I think that it's a little bit of a question mark here. Clippers this season 2-4 ATS on the second night of a back-to-back, and 4-7 as a road dog this season. Some of that's in nights when they are resting or have guys injured. I would say that you definitely need to wait. It's not that Giannis won't play, but obviously, I guess my question would be, if Giannis doesn't play, I assume this is dead for you no matter what the number goes to?
Yes, except unless we see like Kawhi sit as well. I mean, I just think that's if Giannis is out, I would have to kind of reassess it and look at it a little differently. I mean, for the purpose of this, I would definitely, I don't know, I would say follow me in the app because I will probably not. I do need Giannis in it if the Clippers are fully healthy. But I really do think this is a spot where we could see the Clippers rest guys too. At that point, it does get a little weird. You don't want to just be like, okay, which less rested team is going to, or which depleted team is going to be better or worse. I mean, I do. So yes, to answer your question, I do want Giannis in there. So yeah, wait on the report.